I think we're live. Hi everybody, hi everybody. Just coming on. I am coming on this beautiful Friday afternoon in lovely Colorado. And I've honestly got so many projects that I'm trying to get done and get out to all of you that I thought it would be fun to, why not, come on and do some fun Friday fun folds and some different things. And so I'm going to start right in with this is a really cute little bunny Easter basket that we're going to be making. And so I'm actually going to put that over here for just a second and show you some of the product that we're going to be using. So today I am doing, it can either be Easter cards, or it can be spring cards, or it can be just because cards. But with that being said, my name is Terry Brummagem, and I am with Crafts a Latte. And I have been crafting for as long as I can remember, and I absolutely love coffee. And so for those of you that know me, you know that I've had my business Crafts a Latte, and I love coming on and giving inspiration. And I hope that, excuse me, what you see me make today, you will get some inspiration from. And so if you do want the directions or the measurements or the supplies of anything I am doing today, just go ahead and go to craftsalatte.com, and everything will be available for you to download, or you can watch the replay and stop it and do it along with me on the replays. So make sure that when you come on, you do like, comment, or share. We're not supposed to really say this word, but if you could help me out, I am a small business owner, and you know, by you coming on and doing any of these, then you get to go into drawings and win possible things from me. But a lot of people have been telling me that they are no longer getting the notifications of when I go on, because I have been coming on a lot more, trying to show you a bunch of things before they might retire with the new catalog coming out. So if you can just go up and ring the bell in the upper right corner, there's 3 dots. You click on that, and if you click to get notified when I go live, then hopefully you'll be able to find me. But if you could also do any of these for me, it really helps me out. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm bringing in what is called a scoreboard. For those of you who may not know what this is a great tool. It's called a scoreboard. And what it does is very easily, it helps us to make boxes or treat holders. Our trimmers do have both as well, a scoring and a cutting, but this is just real fun and quick, especially if you're doing multiple projects. So what we're going to start with is I'm going to go ahead and bring out some of our tools here of what we're going to be doing. And I will, of course, have the PDF and different things that you're going to be needing on my website. But I'm just going to go ahead and get out everything here that we're going to be using to make it easier. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows when I do projects, let's say you may not have the stamp set that I'm using or a particular die cut. That's okay. I'm just providing you the tools to show you how to do it. And then you can bring in your own stamp set or your own colors, but I'm just coming on to give you the inspiration of how to make it, and then you can make it your own if you don't have everything. So we're going to go ahead again and make this cute little Easter box, okay? So how I did that is I started off with Blushing Bride 6x6 piece of cardstock. I'm going to bring it up here in the corner, and I'm going to have my scoring tool. And I actually did a little template that I am going to be posting on the blog with the PDF so that you can reference it. You can print this. I'll take a picture of it. And so what I like to do when I do my templates, I like to write directly on those templates. Okay, so let's just go ahead and leave that right here. I do want to say that this is my kit to go. So if you place a $35 order or more, then you get these 3 kits today for free. So you just go to my online store, make a $35 purchase, and then everything will be cut, scored, and everything. For example, some of the pieces that might have to be ran through a die cutting machine, I do all of that for you. I just am not allowed to do the actual stamping. So if you like the stamp sets that you see me use today, that can be going towards what you purchased to get these kits in the mail. And we want to do that so that you can get them in time for Easter. So I'm starting with a 6x6 piece of Blushing Bride paper. I am going to score at 1.5 on all 4 sides. And this is just one of the cutest, funnest, easiest boxes. Let me actually move this up here. And so it's a great resource if like I've got a big family, and it's just a fun way to be able to do multiples too. We also have some real great, let me get this out of the way, some real great boxes, but if you don't have any boxes, it's great to utilize all of our fantastic cardstock. And it goes to show you what the quality is when you're able to make boxes out of it, right? So here, as you can see, hopefully you can see that, this is called a score line. So I'm going to come in on the right score line up to that next score line. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. So hopefully you can see those score lines. And then I'm just going to come in and do what's called martyring and just take off a little bit off of each edge there. And you can fold it, or you can do it however you want in order to get in there. It just helps that when you fold it into a box, that it makes for easier folding. Then we're going to turn it around and do the exact same thing. Come up here like so. And then again, we could go ahead, I could have scored first, and then you're just going to take off those edges. There's no rhyme or reason. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just cutting off a little bit of those edges to make the folding into the box just a little bit easier, okay? And then like this one, I'm going to go ahead and come in just a little bit more. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pick up those scraps, and I'm going to show you how fast and easy. So before I assemble the box, I also wrote on here that to get the effect of the decorative edges, you need to cut 4 strips, 1 3/8 by 2 7/8. Don't worry about the measurements. They're going to be over on my blog. So I've got 4 pieces here to do the centering around. So I'm done with my template. I'm going to go ahead and move that out of the way. Let's bring in our bone folder and start folding and bringing this together. And then just go ahead and burnish it, which means you're just pressing down to give it a real good score. Okay, and then same thing, you're just going to do that on all 4 edges. Okay, and for those of you who are coming on, please comment, let me know you're here. Again, when you do that, then you get to go into a drawing to possibly win some of these projects. I'd love to know that you're here with me today. All right, so people always ask, what kind of adhesive do I like the best? Well, the adhesive is different purposes. This is what I call the green glue. This is a liquid glue. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and put glue on all 4 sides. Or you could use tear and tape. You could use your seal. But what I like about using the liquid glue when I'm doing boxes is you can easily adjust the edges if you need to. Okay, so I'm just going to bring that in like so. Hold it just for a second. And then I'm just going to continue to work my way around like so. And you're probably going to ask, well, why didn't you put the sides on first? Well, I'm going to show you why in just a second. The only thing that I sometimes don't like about the green glue is I evidently am just messy with it. So I always tend to get some of it on my fingers. But I like it because, like for here, you just want to make sure that all of your corners match up real nice. And then what I like to do, everybody, is I like to come in with the other end or whatever and just press down with this bone folder to make sure that you get a good closure on it. Okay, I'm gonna come right over here as well. Alrighty, now what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and glue these strips. Again, all the measurements are going to be on the website, craftslatte.com. I'm going to go ahead and come in here, though, with my silicone mat to prevent getting glue on my table space. What I love about our designer series paper is it's reversible. So this would also be really cute with that design as well. This is called Pool Party. This is the new 6x6 designer series paper that's going to be coming out in the new catalog, and a bunch of you who joined my team during celebration got these, which is why I went ahead and wanted to show you this paper. But you can use whatever paper you have, and that's what I love about Stampin' Up! Is how much everything coordinates. You know, the paper, the ribbon, the blender pens, the ink, the embellishments, and so that's what I am concentrating on today. This is called our Subtles collection. So I'm trying, even though I'm using like different die cuts, different punches, you've seen me use them before. And what I like about the collection is how many different amazing, whoops, did you just see what I did? But that's why I have the silicone mat, because that's going to come right off. Okay. That's what I love about Stampin' Up! Is how everything coordinates so nicely. So I'm just going to put a piece on each side here. And then the next option is to put that top border trim. Now, you don't have to do that, but if you have the supplies, why not? It just kind of gives it a little finishing touch. And I'm going to show you some tips on how to do that as well. Okay, so we're almost done here. Today's live is a little bit different. Like Saturday mornings, I come on and I do a fun single project with you. You know, it's just we get together, we have coffee, and we make one quick fun little project. Today's project is we're actually doing 3 because, again, they're my kits to go. So if you place a $35 order or more in my online store, then you get all these projects for free. Okay. And so I would love to be able to ship these out to you, get them to you before Easter. Maybe you've got a birthday happening in the spring or something. So this would be a good one. So as you can see, this is just using the strips. But if you want to give it that finishing look, like a basket look, we're going to come in and do this fun little trim here. Let me show you how I did that. Okay, so we have some amazing dies that I want to show you. You've seen me use several times this Stitch So Sweetly. And so what I did is I took the largest rectangle. I ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine 2 times. And then we're going to just cut the long edges, save it. And I'm going to show, I already have 3 cut to save time so that I could come in and show you how to do it just real quick. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer now. Just put this over here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece here. And I'm going to go ahead and move this so you can see in the screen. Hopefully you can. We're going to do it from this level up here. So here you have a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and come in at a 1/4 inch right here at a 1/4 inch. And I'm just going to make sure that I have a straight line here. I'm going to come in and cut that. And this is my 4th one. And here I'm going to have my trim. So there's several different ways you can use die cuts. So when I'm glue these, and actually I wanted to go ahead and cut, because I don't want to put a lot of extra glue if I don't need it. So what I also did is I came in and cut all 4 of them at 3 inches. That's going to give me enough to go ahead and give me just a little bit of extra, because we will be trimming them when we're done. Okay, but it just, I love that it kind of gives it that finishing touch. And again, you don't have to put the trim on it. But I like that it gives it a nice finish touch. And you could obviously come in with any color that you want. Just come up to that 3 inches there. And this is probably the most time consuming part, is this here, because it's just amazing how fun and cute these are gonna go. Okay, so there we have it. So as promised, I've got my silicone mat out here, and then go ahead and put my die away. Let's go ahead and bring that liquid glue back in, and we will start putting these on our box here. So what's everybody up to this weekend? Do you have any special plans? I do need to tell you that these are stitched. So you can see the stitching more on this side, so we want to obviously adhere the glue to the back side. So just make sure that on all of these, the stitching is on the opposite side. And I can go ahead and, for time saver, I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on all these, and I will still have time to be able to put them on before it dries completely. Put that away. So then what's going to happen is I'm just going to go ahead and start coming in with my trim and just put it up at the very top. And you just want to bring it up to the very top, flush with your fingers, and then you'll be good. And then we're just going to do that all the way around here. Okay. And the third one here, I could have done this ahead of time and just had one to do, but I wouldn't have been able to show you how really fast and easy these boxes are. And I actually might have cut them a little short, but that's okay, because it looks like it's going flush to the color anyway. So I just didn't want to put extra glue on if I didn't need to, right? Okie dokie here. All right. So now I'm just going to double check to see which side I want to be the front. And I want these to be my straps. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one as the front. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is let's put the handle on. I literally just cut this at, I think it was a 1/2 inch by 9. I take my bone folder and just curl that a little bit so that it's a nice fun handle when you go to put it in. Let's go ahead and bring out that liquid glue again. And we're going to go ahead, because we're going to be sealing it here, and putting it on the outside of both ends. Just a little bit there on both ends. And let's go ahead and put it where we have our seams for the inside fold. So I like to bring it all the way flush to the bottom. Hold it there for a second. Straight flush to the bottom. Do the same thing to the other side. And that quickly we have made an Easter basket. But we're not done. Okay? So if you want to make sure that that's nice and secure, come in with the bone folder and you can push that down like so. And go ahead and do that on both sides. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there, but I'm just making sure that that's secure. And then as you can see, if you don't like, if it's not straight to your liking, then just curl it down a little bit. Perfect. All right, so this is going to be our front. I'm going to set this aside over here for just a second. And let's go ahead and put our supplies away. Then I'm going to go ahead and build this cute little Easter bunny. And actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put, let's take the candy out. And did you know that you can put this little filler? You can get it at any of the craft stores. You can get it at the dollar store. But that scoreboard that I showed you earlier, you can take your cardstock and make your own just by going along the score line and then cutting it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how we did that. And then just any candy of choice. And look at how cute that is. Okay. And so there we have that. Now let me show you how I went ahead and made the cute little label here. Let me go ahead and make sure that I'm in the screen. So I brought in our layering circles. You see us use it a lot. And the measurements of which ones I used will be on the PDF. And so I just attached these so you can see what I did. And so I came in, the larger one is Blushing Bride. And then Basic White for the smaller size. Then what I did is the stamp sets that we're using is Springtime Joy. And then I had to bring in my Christian Faith one as well, which is Gift of Hope. But either one of these can be used at any time of year, because it can be used for a baby card or different things. And so the one I'm particularly using is, I came in and since I've already done it, we got a lot to do today. Here's my bunny punch, or excuse me, stamp. And I hope that I am still live. My screen is circling, so I just got brand new internet. So I surely hope that I am not having any problems with my internet. So if you can come on and let me know that you're here with me. I cannot believe that I may not have internet after I just got new internet. So please let me know if you see me so that I don't have to try to re-gauge. So look at how cute that is. I absolutely think this set is so adorable. Then as soon as you stamp, you want to come in with your Simply Chamois. And yes, it looks dirty, and but it does the job. Look at how nice and clean that gets. So it's not the prettiest thing, but they work amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. Now, I want to show you that a lot of you who have been buying our Stamp and Blend combo packs. And the reason I'm showing you this is, again, you can come in with any color you want. I'm just showing you some fun colors that I'm using. But again, use what you have, or you might find that they're very therapeutic. And if you love coloring, you are definitely going to fall in love with them as well. So I'm going to show you what I did. I tried to give the little bunny like a background shading type thing. So I came in with Crumb Cake, light and dark. And what I did is I came in with the dark, and I just started to kind of go over some of the borders here. And sometimes I do one side thicker than the other, because then it looks like it's coming in from a shadow look. And so then I'm going to go ahead and come in with the light a little bit and just kind of shade it a little bit. Okay. You can do it as much or as little as you want. Okay. I'm just kind of just going over it a little bit, because then I'm going to come in, and I did Flirty Flamingo Light with the bigger side and just gave him some cute little ears. And I also wanted to do his feet. And I tried keeping with all of the subtle colors so that all the cards match today. So I'll be using these on all 3 projects. And then let's go ahead and do the flowers. So what I did is I tried to center on the biggest one with the pinks, because that's what color our box is, right? And then you can come in as bold or as dark as you want, as light as you want, and we're literally just plain. And so I'm going to go ahead and use the light with that. So I'm going to go ahead and just alternate the pink and the yellow. Again, you can do it however you want, as much or as little as you want, because then I came in with some Week Estella to make it shiny. And then I'm going to come in with my light and just start coloring those leaves real quick. Again, you can make some light, you can make some dark. It's really your preference how you want to do it. Okay, and then you could always give him some rosy cheeks if you want. Sometimes I like that, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I do. But let's go ahead and put it on there just for grins to see if you like that too. So there we have that. Let's get these out of the way for just a second. Now we're going to go ahead, and I went ahead and added these with dimensionals, because you know I love to have things lifted. So these are our Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. go ahead and put one on each 4 sides, even though it's a circle. Then I like to come in with my take your pick tool and pop the stickers off. And then how you can tell is sometimes some of them are on there, just touch them, or they'll have a little glare, and that's how you'll know if it's off or not. Let's put that away. And then let's go ahead and center this on here like so. And who does not love cute little Easter treats and boxes and fun different things, right? Then what I did is we have our small balloon punch, and I just came in with some of that. This is what I was actually talking about. This is what we're using today. This is our Subtles 6x6. And as you can see, it's got the colors of all that collection. 4 different designs, front and back. So, I mean, you can just use this endlessly. So then what we're going to do is go ahead and come in here and let's punch out that cute little flower. And you can do it whatever print you want. Excuse me. And then I went ahead and put a dimensional on that as well. But what I also like to do is let's curl it up a little bit. So I just take it over and just curl it over, and it just gives it a little dimension, okay? And so let's add that with a dimensional as well. And then we'll put a fun little gem in the middle, and then we will be done with this project. And so you got to see how really cute, fast, and easy this project was. And I'm just going to put that about, let's see. Actually, I think I want that bigger. Cute, cuteness, cute, cute. So let's go ahead and put that away. And then on all the projects today, I am using the Elegant Faceted Gems. So you've got some clear and like epoxy and like a shade of pink champagne type color. And wanted to show you a little trick. What I've been doing when I open my dimensionals is I've been coming in from the side and pulling stuff out that way, because then I don't always get stuck and some of them come off when I open them and close them. So I'm going to go ahead, and I used a small one with my pick tool and just put that right in the center like so. Okay. And then we'll use that for the next project. So I'm going to put that over here, put my bone folder away. And then we're going to only do dimensionals halfway because we want it to be a little bit lifted on our basket. And so I'm going to bring those dimensionals back in. And again, I'm only going to bring them up halfway. And so let's go ahead and make sure that we're centered here. So about like so. So I've got 1, 2, oops, and 3, and that's perfect. Let's go ahead and lift those up. Anybody have any special plans this weekend? I know that my daughter is here from North Carolina, and so I've been busy getting to, not like busy, but I've been blessed and fortunate to be able to spend some time with her. So there we have it. How cute is that? Then I've just got one more thing, is a finishing touch, is I liked to put the little cute bow on the top. And so how do we do that? We just take our pool party ribbon, and what I do is I try to keep it on the spool to try to save as much of my ribbon as I can. And so I'm just going to guesstimate, and I'm actually going to turn it around just a little bit this way. And you can make your bow as big or as little as you want, okay? I find that it's easier to tie it if you give yourself just a little bit extra, and then just come in and tie your bow like so. And this way I find that I don't waste near as much if I kind of keep it on the spool, okay? Then I come in with my ribbon shears, and how I know is it's got ribbon on it. Come in at an angle and just touch that up a little bit, and there we have our cute little basket. What do you guys think? So we've got 2 Easter baskets that are really fun and cute. Well, what I like about it is, look here what I did. Our next project is this fun fold. And it matches, it coordinates, and so you can give whomever you're giving to a matching Easter basket with a matching card. And you open this up and it says, Easter is a lovely reminder of new beginnings, but that can be whatever you want it to be. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these off to the side, and we're going to show you how quick and fun and easy these are as well. I'm using the same color pack again. All the projects today are using the subtles. And so let's go ahead and show you all the projects that we need for this. Again, all the measurements are on craftslatte.com. Those are yours, and you can get everything to make these projects today if you spend $35 or more in my online store here at Craftslatte. So this is how they would come, all of your pieces cut, scored, etc. And for example, this one is embossed, so it would come embossed. And so let me go ahead and get started and show you how fun and easy this fun fold is. We're going to do some coloring there, but let's go ahead and bring in that silicone mat. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Pool Party card base. And is my internet off again? What is going on? So much for this wonderful new internet that I have that's through the city. So I'm not really knowing if I like that or not. I'm going to go ahead and use the Stampin' Seal this time. And again, it's your preference. If you want to use your Stampin' Seal, your liquid glue, it's really your preference. Going to go ahead and attach this Blushing Bride Designer Series paper to that Pool Party. This is going to be our base. Okay. And then what we're going to do is, let's put that aside for just a second. And we're going to go ahead and adhere the basic white that I've already gone through and embossed with the Subtles 3D embossing folder. We're going to go ahead and attach that to the Blushing Bride strip here. Okay. And again, what I'm trying to show you guys is how everything coordinates and how amazing it really is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this Blushing Bride ribbon, and as you can see, this is in the mini catalog, and it is glittery on one side and a solid on the other side. So what I did, well, hi Billy, thanks for coming on. I like to save my product like you all know. So I'm just going to come around like this, fold it over, and to be honest, I'm just even going to come in with a piece of Scotch tape, try to save, again, as much product as I can. And I find it easier to put the ribbon down first, just on the edges, and then come in with my bow, and you'll see why. So I'm just coming along the middle here, come in with my piece of tape, like so. And then we're going to trim that, again, with my shears because it's got ribbon on it. Okay, so now we're done with that. Let's put that aside. And then what I'm going to show you, what we're going to do next is I've got some layering to do. So now we're ready to go ahead and adhere this to our hinge. This is going to be our hinge to open and close this. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open this. Again, the measurements are on my website. I've scored this at 5.5 because this is going to be our hinge flap. So what I want to do is let's go ahead and glue this down first onto the hinge front flap. Okay, like so. And I like to open it up so that I can make sure to get a good even center on it. Okay, ta-da, that's done. My little safety pins. Now we're going to go ahead and attach this back flap to the base card at that fold scroll line right there. So you can do it however is best for you. But as you can see, it's going to open and close like this. So this needs to attach to the back here. So I'm just going to come in. You can use tear and tape. You can just use your seal. any adhesive you want, but this one needs just a little bit more because it's holding your base, right? So that's plenty. Then just come in corner to corner and just make sure that that's centered like so, and that it's closing just right. Perfect. So as you can see, these are some really cute, fun, easy peasy projects today. Let's go ahead and move that and bring in our card a little bit more here. So now what I'm going to do is, now we've got the base done, but let's go ahead and do our stamping before we go any further. So I'm going to go ahead and put these here. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the lamb now, because again, this set here, Springtime Joy, has the bunny, the chicken, the lamb, some flowers. So again, just really, it's just got some serious cuteness, right? So I'm going to be doing the little chicken here, and we're going to go ahead and stamp on a piece of Whisper White scrap. And what I wanted to show you what I did is I went ahead and came in with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, okay? And let's go ahead and stamp this lamb like so. But what I did, I just want to show you how cute and easy and fun it is just to go ahead and stamp that. So we're going to have, you can choose to either stamp directly on the image, but if you do, you would want it to be at an angle, okay, in the diamond. But what I did is I came in and I stamped and then I fussy cut. So some of you may not even know what fussy cutting is. You stamp your image and you come in with your scissors and you are cutting all the way around your image, because I'm giving it a lifted look, but the chicken is going to be flat. So before I color this, let me show you what I did, because I want to get all the stamping done. So I randomly kind of put this on there just temporarily to see where I want my chicken. Okay, so before we adhere that down, this is just a placement. So about right there, let's just go ahead and put that cute little chicken. Perfect. So then we're going to be coloring those at the same time. And then we're going to go ahead and take another scrap here, and we're going to go ahead and stamp our inside, because again, I'm trying to do all of my stamping at the same time to save time. And we're going to say Easter is a lovely reminder. And so what you want to do is, when we are done with this, if you like punches as much as I do, you have quite a selection to choose from. So I'm going to show you two different ways you can do this. You can either come in and punch out your image first, and then come in and stamp it directly on to your punch, or you can stamp directly onto the basic white and then come in with your punch. Oh my goodness, everybody, I wish you could see my daughter, who I just talked about. She brought me a lovely sugar-free 1% milk latte. Thank you, my love. Oh, that's wonderful, because this is craft latte, right? So if you don't like that, then I'm going to show you, because you know what? Maybe it is a little bit too far to the left, but I am a perfectionist. So what you can do is you can go ahead and stamp your image first, and then you're going to come in and center it. So it's, again, your preference, how you want to do it, right? And so then you're going to come in, and now it's upside down, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and make sure that this is centered. And I'm going to be doing this upside down now, so let's see how that will go. And I think that already looks better. Okay? Voila. So you can see, in my opinion, it's easier to stamp first and then come in with your image. So let's go ahead and do some fun coloring again. So the colors that I did for the bunny are, I did smoky slate this time. So let's go ahead and bring in the rest of our blenders here. And again, you're using colors that coordinate with all if you want to. Or maybe you're just making one card and you're just going to coordinate everything with whatever colors you have. So for this little lamb, I am using Smoky Slate. I am using So Saffron. So let's bring those back in. And then I'm also using, I wanted to make sure to use that Pool Party. And so let's get that out from our previous card. So you can kind of see my theme and rhyme to my reason, that I'm trying to have you do multiple projects and be able to use coordinating colors over and over. All right, so that's for the next part here. So we're gonna go ahead and quickly go ahead and do our fun little blending. Excuse me. I don't know if you can see it or not, but under here I have some green to show that that's where the lamb usually is, right? Or a rabbit or whatever. So I just kind of went straight across, and you can do the light, the dark, you can do both. And all I'm doing is simply coming along like so. And you can do different shading on it. You can do it as high up as you want. Maybe you want to put more of the chicken in there. Again, it's all your preference. And you can see I'm just kind of just covering that. And boom, we're done. While I have this one out, excuse me, I've got a tickle. I'm going to go ahead and come in real quick and do all of those leaves. And again, you can do them as light or as dark as you want to. But I'm trying to keep it, I just think it looks very pretty. Easter to me is just really vibrant, soft colors, which is the effect that I was going with here. And then I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and do the Flirty Flamingo on the big flower. And then I just alternating. So let's go ahead and go over here. And then let's go ahead and bring So Saffron on 2 of them. And then while I'm here, let's go ahead and do that chick. This is the dark, so I'm just doing the outline of the chick, because then I'm going to come in and blend it with the light. Okay, so let's go ahead and give cute little pink nose. So cute. I think Stampin' Up! Does an amazing job at making sure that everything is just so cute. Then I'm going to come in with the So Saffron light, okay, and just shade the whole guy. Just checking in to see how everybody's doing. You have any questions for me, please let me know. And then you may want to come in with a little bit darker. Like I'm going to go ahead and make the nose just a little bit darker. And that's just really cute. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and come in with our grays here. Okay, put those over there. And this, let's see, we'll use this one with dimensionals for the inside. Okay, and let's go ahead and finish this little cute lamb. And I'm going to go ahead and let me see if the light is dark enough. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of come along some of the edges just a little bit, but make sure you go over all of the lines. It just gives it such a great dimension there. And I'm going to come in and cover those cute little feet in the pink too. Okay, maybe do some shading down here just a little bit. Again, it's really your preference that you can do as little or as much as you want. And then you know what I did want to do? I wanted to come in and give his eyes just a little bit of color, or her eyes, excuse me. And that just adds, I'm going to actually add that right here. I just thought that added just a little bit of cuteness to it. Alrighty, and then let's do those cute little feet while I'm here. Or hoofs, maybe. And so, again, look at how cute that is. Okay, let's put those in there. And the dimensionals are going to be, let's see, what did I do with the dimensionals now? I'm trying to rush too much because now they're probably right in front of me, but that's okay. We'll find them when we clean up. So now I've got my 3 layers for my squares. I've got my Pool Party, and then I've got my Blushing Bride. And we're just doing layering for these ones, okay? come on. I'm trying to rush because I know it's Friday afternoon. People probably have stuff to do, but I wanted to come on because I'm still going to be coming on tomorrow morning. All right, so remember we're doing things at a diamond angle. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And my seal, of course, is not wanting to cooperate with me. Okay, and I want to make sure to do this at a diamond angle again. And I just think that by doing later layers, it just gives it quite a nice added little dimension there. And then we're bringing in the dimensionals. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and lift up that U. Is it an ewe, a sheep, a lamb? I think you can have it be whatever you want it to be. Okay. And then I'll just put one here in the middle like so. And then we're going to go ahead, take these stickers off. Sometimes I like to go back and forth using my nails and my take your pick tool. Sometimes I don't. So I'm just going to put this about like so. Very cute. Oh, I did forget one stamping thing. But before I do that, I want to show you. So again, here's an open flap. It's for the hinge. We don't want to put dimensionals on the top there. So while this is still here, I'm going to go ahead and take these out and just put them from the middle down to the bottom. Okay? And we're getting close here. And let me go ahead and just put one more. All right, come on. Well, it goes to show you how good a quality these are, right? So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and put this in the center. Just to the right a little bit, because then I'm going to come in and add that bow. And then we're going to put our sentiment down here. So just go ahead and push down like so. And then we'll bring in our bow that's going to go there with the glue dot. And I'm going to go ahead and while my dimensionals are out, go ahead and put those on my pool party because we just have one more piece to stamp here. But let's go ahead and put them on here as well. So I try to do all my steps at one time, but sometimes we get a little bit off and that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and stamp this basic white with Welcome Spring, which is right here. And let's bring in that Memento Black again, like so. And this is something that you may want to stamp first and then cut your basic white, or hope that you've done it how you like it. And that's looks good to me. So let's go ahead and put that aside to be cleaned. And let's go ahead and layer these then. And again, you can use Stamp and Seal, or you can use your liquid glue. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this and center this like so. Well, sometimes when you try to rush, it doesn't pay off because it ends up taking a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and center this then on the pool party, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and just center that down here on the bottom. Okay, and that's why I wanted it to kind of overlap a little bit, so you can see more of that pool party shading as well. Then we're going to go ahead and bring in our glue dots. Oops, I just lost something off my... All right, let's go ahead and put the bow directly on the glue dot, and then you can bring in your pick tool and just pop that up like so. And then just put that along the side. So cute. And you can either put it up here or down here. Let's go ahead and put it about like so. And then I'll come in and trim that let's go ahead and open this and take off the top of our dimensional here. And we're just going to put that in the center bottom because again, our hinge needs to go there like so. Okie dokie. And so then let's go ahead. I'm going to move my coffee that my wonderful daughter brought me. Put some of my tools away because my computer is lagged, and so I can't always see until after what's in the screen and what isn't. And so this is what they look like. And then we're going to go ahead and come in and do our third card. But what did we do with the dimensionals? Okay, well, they're going to be found here. And then I'm going to be feeling pretty silly here. Because you have to have rhinestones. Okay, well, we'll find them at the end. Or actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in with my basic jewels this time anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my rhinestone basic jewels. And I like to do things in odd numbers. And so you can see where I put some in the little flowers here. So get your pick tool. And then again, I like to come in on the side, which maybe I opened up another one from the side. Well, I guess I just don't know what's happening with my, I got embellishment snapper. So I'm trying to get this open here. Appreciate you all being patient because I think it's important. You guys will have to tell me what you think. When I'm doing my kits to go, because I always have at least 3 projects, do you like it to be done all at one time, or do you like me to come on like 3 times and show all 3? Like maybe 1 a day or twice a day, or what do you guys think? Which do you like better? So again, I'm going to pull these from the side, but of course I'm having troubles this Friday for mishaps happening, I guess. But that's okay. I'm just going to put them on here anyway and pull them off like so. And I just kind of alternated, put one there, and then just randomly put some. So I want to do 5. So 1, 2, 3, maybe down here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's go ahead and put one here. So I'm still going to put another one because from the inside it still looks like it's an odd number. So there we have it. Fun and cute. And then let's go ahead and trim this one off just a little bit. It's a little bit too long. And what do you guys think? How cute is that they match? Okay, so here we have our card and then our Easter basket that they match. I just think that's really cute. So while I clean up here and get ready for our third project, let me go ahead and show you what we're going to do now. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way. And the next card we're going to go ahead and do is, let me move these out of the way. Maybe just put them up here, I still want you to be able to see them. And then the Easter basket is this really pretty card here. Very simple. It just requires a little bit more coloring, but I'm going to be showing you some tips of how you use the little ring here and then how you can do half of it. So let's go ahead and bring our tools in for this one. And so what we're going to be doing is, this set is again from this Gift of Hope, because I've been getting lots of requests for Easter cards, church cards, so I thought that this would be real pretty to use with this one. So the product that we're going to be using for this one is, oh, there's those rhinestones, is I've got, let's see, so we're going to go ahead and use mint macaron for our color of stamp ink choice, and then our card base. Okay, and then what I did is I came in with Pool Party that I embossed with that Subtles 3D embossing folder as well. And then we're going to come in and stamp our image. But the first thing I want to show you that I did is, as you can see, this ribbon matches this Pool Party, but we don't sell it like that. So what I did is I came in with the metallic, to be specific, the metallic edge ribbon. And as you can see, it's white with silver. So what I did, and I'm just going to show you a little piece because I already went ahead and cut the bow, but you're going to love how by using those blender pens that I've shown you a lot of coloring with, look what another way is you can use them. So I went ahead, and I think I said Pool Party, I'm sorry, we're using Balmy Blue for the base of the colors. So what I did is, oh, I knew that they would show up, but I want to use the other ones anyway. We're going to use a sticky note, and then let me get all my blender pens out here, my stamps, and we're going to go from there. So we're going to go ahead and use the Balmy Blue Light, and look what I did. So again, it starts off plain, and it takes a minute to dry. So because I wanted it to match all of my coordination, you got to come in and do this first to let it dry. And I've got quite a little bit of a mess going on here. So let me move some of this out of the way. Okay, and move the stamp set, and let's just go ahead and put that here so you can see what we're doing for this one. I am so sorry I have such a tickle. All I did was I just took this blender pen and colored that ribbon. So the reason I'm showing you this fun little tip is this white ribbon is an amazing, amazing item to have in your craft store, because look at that. Excuse me. Now I can literally color my ribbon with any of my blender colors, or you can take your stamp pad and just run it along and use it and like use a block and make it whatever color you want. So I just wanted to show you that little tip. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I did is, let's go ahead and bring in our basic white first. We're going to go ahead and stamp this lovely image here with the soft sea foam. So you want to make sure that you ink it real good. Okay, and then go ahead and make sure to center it best you can, because I wanted to have 3 layers. So I'm just going to try to come in and center that best I can and hope that it's straight, because I don't want to get my head in the camera. And that's perfect. While I have this open, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and do the inside of the card by just using 1/2 of it. So when you open this like so, I only have 1 image here. You could go ahead and do both again, but I don't think it's needed, and I could actually even come down more if I wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this first with my Simply Chamois, because I'm only going to be inking one side now. So let's go ahead and clean this, and then we're going to go ahead and come in with the other stamping as well to do it all at one time. But while we have the green out, what we're going to do is you can decide which side you want your flower arrangement on. Again, you could do both, but I don't think it's necessary. So what I did is I came in with my sticky note and I just colored, let's see, I'm going to color this side. So I just came in, made sure that that one side is covered like so. So I'm just covering that. Then I just came in, I'm going to hold this down, and I'm just going to stamp that one side. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this off, throw that away. And then I'm just going to come in, and I think I did the other side, but let's go ahead and just do this side to kind of give it, you know what, I actually want to come in kind of like at a little bit more of an angle. So let's just go ahead. And I think that looks pretty. So let's go ahead and close up our ink pad here. And it's important to again, clean your ink off of your stamp pad so that it doesn't get everywhere. Okay, so that was done. I think I had set a couple, so let's just go ahead and do that while we're here. And then we're just going to go ahead and start coloring. And again, the blender pens are amazing. So we can go ahead and color both of these while we have our blender pens out. And actually, let's go ahead and finish our stamping first. So I have the balmy blue in the scalloped and then the basic white, and I use the layering circles for this one. So you can use circles, you can use rectangles, whatever you want to do. Let's go ahead and bring in the church and go ahead and stamp that. You can have it as low or as high as you want. And I don't like the way that one looks, and so I'm just going to turn it over because I didn't stamp my image enough with the ink. And so let's just do that again. The glory of being able to flip and reuse. Okay? Much better. So then let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment at the top here. And the one we're going to use for this one is the greatest gift of Easter is ... So we're going to go ahead and stamp that in the center top. Like so. Perfect. And then we went ahead and stamped He Lives on this one. And then our stamping will be done. And then we just get to color and put it together. So you guys will have to tell me, do you send out Easter cards, or is it too close to Christmas that you don't have a need for that? Do you like sending out? Perfect. All right, so our stamping is done. So while I have this one here, let's go ahead and start with the inside. And again, you can just bring in whatever colors you want. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in, I'm going to do So Saffron Light, Heather Highland Light, and we're going to do Balmy Blue. I think I'm going to stick with all the lights. And then I did want to go ahead and bring in another color, which is Calypso Coral. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of start alternating. I'm going to do it this way. So this is going to take just a second, but you'll get the idea of what we're doing. And I'm just going to kind of alternate the big ones. And again, you can use the leaves. You can leave the leaves not colored in, or you can come in and color them. And I think that for this card, I don't think I want to color in the leaves this time. So I'm just going to concentrate on doing the flowers. And then we can come in with Wink Estella. So that's done, and that's ready to go on the inside. Let's go ahead and real fast, we'll just color this. But I'm not going to shade in that green because I think that it's got pretty green on it from the stamping anyway. Let's go ahead. What did I do there? And I'm just going to look and see what I did to make sure to have it go faster. This one. And then I think maybe over here, yep. Again, you don't have to be perfect with it. You can put as much or as little of it as you want. And I don't need the pool party. I'm going to go ahead and come in with that balmy blue on those tulips over there, over here. So do you like getting to have a variety of Easter, spring? Okay. And let's go ahead and do this big one here. Like so. And then let's not forget the purple. I just love spring colors, don't you? You'll have to tell me what your favorite flowers are. I just love it. Let's go ahead and bring some purple in over here. I know that I have 4 sisters, and believe it or not, every single one of them has a different favorite. And let's go ahead and bring more of that balmy blue in. This one was hard to do ahead of time because it you had to stamp it in the mint macaron or excuse me, soft seafoam. Okay, and then let's do purple down here for grins. Okay. Perfect. And I'm just going to leave those leaves alone. So then what we're going to go ahead and do is just got one more shading to do. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the soft seafoam light and just do the same thing that we did with the shading of the, and again, you can do it as light or as dark as you want. You could bring in more coloring of the dark if you want, but I think that that's fine. Just gives the look of it, okay? And then let's go ahead and bring in our dimensionals. And take your pick tool and put one on all four sides here. Boy, this one's not wanting to cooperate with me. Let's go ahead and bring in my scraps here. And let's go ahead and go there. And there, and that is enough. And then I'll go ahead and do it on the blue as well. So let's do it on this side. And go ahead and bring in another one. And then we are almost done. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming on with me today, getting some inspiration. I could make several projects with these cute sets, and so we don't know what's going to retire in the new catalog. So if you like what you see today, again, make sure to go to my online store at craftslatte.com and use this host code when you're checking out. That enables me to continue coming on and sharing inspiration with you guys and sending out happy mail, which is what I love to do. Okay, and I think that should come up maybe just a little bit. Okay, so there's that. And then I already went ahead and tied our bow, so let's go ahead and bring in that glue dot again. And let's use our pick tool. Put that directly on there. So in the projects today, you've seen how you can put bows straight down. You can put them on the side. It's just really your preference what you want to do. And then let's just go ahead and bring in the base and let's put this together. And then we are done. I've really enjoyed you coming on with me today. If you're watching the replay, again, please make sure that you like, comment, and share. That's how I'm able to come on and give you guys inspiration. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this here. Okay. That's good. And then I'm just going to center that like so. I really liked how these came out. So pretty. And then let's do the same thing. I don't need that anymore, really. Let's go ahead and... Oh my goodness, why am I having so many problems with my seal today? We're getting there. We're getting there. Ta-da. And then we're going to go ahead and put this on our soft seafoam card base. I just love these color combinations together. Love Easter colors. You know, it wasn't until I joined Stampin' Up! That I really had an appreciation for colors and shapes and different things. And it's funny, it seems like anything I'm looking at nowadays, it's like, oh my goodness, I could do a card out of that, or I love that color combination. Do you guys find that to be the case as well? Oop, I got a little sticky there. Come on. Uh-oh. There, we got it. All right. So what do you guys think? Very, very cute. I think these are simple but elegant. I actually think that this needs to be centered just a little bit. There we go. All right. Final touch is, let's go ahead and bring in those rhinestones and add some of those. Again, I like to do things in odd numbers. Well, those just fell off, so maybe that wasn't the best way to open those off. Was that one already there? There it is. This one fell off, I think. All right, so you can just randomly put them. I wanted to put one on top of the church, and then I wanted to put some on some flowers, and then just randomly, oh, there's one. That's what I love about my pick tool, is being able, well, maybe it doesn't want to. Okay. Let's go ahead. That's so funny. I said that this was going to be an easier way to get this out, but these ones are not wanting to cooperate with me as far as that. So let's go ahead and put one, well, right there. And let's see, right there. And then let's just put one more over here. Oh my goodness, come on. All right, let's go ahead and put one right here. So there we have it. You have Easter, you've got spring. Let's go ahead and bring in all the projects that we did today. So again, I want to thank everyone for coming on with me today. I'm going to kind of show it like this, and I hope that I'm still on. I got this brand new internet, and seems like I keep getting kicked off, so I hope that's not the case. And then we have our really cute little Easter cards here as well. So I'm just going to bring in one of each so you can see. So we've got our matching flip-flap card with a hinge. And then we've got our Easter basket that matches with the cute little bunny. And then we have our cute little Easter church card. Again, I so much appreciate all of you coming on with me today. Be sure to check out craftslatte.com with my online store and use the host code when checking out. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a blessed, wonderful rest of your Friday. Thank you.